You tell her you can't see her tonight. You have plans, other priorities, and before she even reacts, you start explaining who you're with, why it matters, how you'll make it up to her. Word after word, you give away pieces of your authority, not because she asked for it, but because something inside you can't bear the idea of her disapproval. That reflex, the need to justify yourself, isn't consideration. It's insecurity, disguised as communication, and it's quietly killing your power. The real reason attraction fades. It's not your looks, it's not your money, it's not even your confidence. It's the compulsion to defend yourself for simply existing. Every unasked explanation is a small apology for being who you are. Every justification whispers, "My choices aren't valid unless you approve." Every defensive word says, "Your feelings define my reality." You think you're being kind. She feels you being small. The psychology beneath it. You learned young that your truth wasn't enough, that your feelings needed permission, that your instincts were unreliable. So you built the habit of explaining. You learned to earn approval through words, to sell your choices like a product in need of a buyer. Now, as an adult, that same programming makes you bleed power. You offer context where silence would speak louder. You plead your case before anyone's accused you. You're not communicating. You're performing. What she actually feels. When you over-explain, she doesn't feel understood. She feels your uncertainty. She feels the gap between what you say and what you stand for. She feels that her emotional weather can change your entire climate. That doesn't create safety. It creates tension. Because attraction requires polarity, and polarity dies when you need permission. The truth of masculine authority, real strength, isn't about dominance. It's about internal authority, about sourcing your validation from within. A grounded man states his reality and lets it stand. He doesn't explain his boundaries. He doesn't justify his emotions. He doesn't ask us to exist. He knows that silence, when chosen consciously, is not avoidance. It's gravity. How to reclaim your power. 1. Say less. Mean more. If she didn't ask, don't justify. If she did, answer in one clean sentence and stop. 2. Replace performance with presence. Before you speak, ask, am I saying this to connect or to be accepted? 3. Practice clean statements. I'm busy tonight. I'm going to the gym. I need some space. That's it. No apology, no essay. 4. Feel the discomfort and stay still. The panic that rises when you don't explain. That's not danger. It's withdrawal from an old addiction. Approval. Ride it. It passes. 5. Trust your silence. Let her wonder what you're thinking. Let her adjust to your gravity. Mystery isn't manipulation. It's confidence that doesn't need an audience. What changes? When you stop explaining, you stand taller. Your voice deepens. Your words land with weight instead of noise. She stops testing because your silence tells her the truth. That her emotions don't govern your reality. Respect grows. Attraction returns. Not because you learned a trick, but because you remembered who you are. The deeper shift. This isn't about being cold. It's about being centered. When you stop explaining, your energy stops leaking. You become present, decisive, calm. You start to feel the quiet power of self-approval. A man who trusts his own judgment, his own timing, his own truth. That's magnetic. That's masculine. That's what she's been waiting to feel. The practice. Start small. Say no, without explaining. Share how you feel without defending it. State what you want without apologizing for wanting it. Every time you do, you build an internal muscle. Every silence you hold strengthens your spine. Every explanation you withhold reclaims a piece of your energy. Soon, you won't have to try to be confident. You'll simply be grounded. The new standard. You don't owe the world a thesis for every decision. You don't need to manage perceptions or preempt emotions. You are allowed to exist without footnotes. The men who grasp this truth stop chasing approval and start commanding respect, not through arrogance, but through quiet, unwavering self-trust. So the next time you feel the urge to explain, pause, breathe. Remember, your truth doesn't need a defense. Stop explaining, start leading, and watch the world and her lean in.